What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to do a reaction to a game that just went final. Florida wins their first conference game of the year, knocking off the Georgia Bulldogs 82-75, and Coach Mike White's first return back to the Aztec Arena since leaving for Georgia this past offseason. Me as a Gator fan, I'm pretty excited to see the Gators win any game, let alone it's against a former head coach. So Florida goes to 8-7 with the win, while Georgia falls 11-4. Let's dive into what happened in today's ball game. Florida won 82-75. Good win for the Gators, a very good win. They're now 1-2 in the SEC. They're now tied for 11th in Kentucky in the SEC standings. Georgia falls, I think so. Right now they are 6th in the SEC standings, except for their first conference loss of the year. Let's look at the team stats. Florida held Georgia 38% from the floor, while Florida shot close to 50% at 49%. Both teams pretty shot okay from three. Georgia shot 50% on 10-20 from three. Florida still trying to find his shot from three. They shot 7 for 22, which is good for 32%. Both teams shot shooting well from the line. Georgia shot 72%, 13 for 18 from the line. Florida shot very well, 15 for 17 from the line, which is good for 88%. Florida was outrated by 3, 40-37. Florida led the assist battle 15-9. The blocks department, Florida had the huge edge 9-2. Both teams led as much as 13 in the game, but Florida, their defense held the Bulldogs just 38% for the field, was the difference in today's ball game, an 82-75 victory. Leading the way for the Bulldogs, Roberts, who had shot 7 for 22 for the field. He was 4 for 8 from downtown, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Bridges, he chipped in with 10 and 5. Their starting center had 9 and 7. And then off the bench, their 6-man Abdul Rahim had 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 for 6 shooting for 3. For the Gators, it was Lofton led the way on 7 for 11 shooting. He was 1 for 2 for downtown, 12 points and 3 assists. Castleton, the senior who came back, he was a big part of the team last year's success. He came back for his final year. He had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 for 8 shooting. Richard had 14 and 9, 5 for 7 for the field, 2 for 4 from 3, and the bench was a key. We had at least, how many points on the bench? 25, 33. We had 35 points off the bench. Jones led the way with 13 and 3 for 4 shooting for 3. Reeves chipped in with 12 and 5. Kugel chipped in with 8 off the bench. And a huge win for us today. We have a long ways to go. We're pretty much a young team outside of Castleton, who's a senior. But all in all, finally got the first conference win, got it out the way. Next up for the Gators, their next 5 games, they take on LSU next in Baton Rouge before a showdown at home against number 20 Missouri, A&M on the road, Mississippi State on the road, and then they come back home on the 25th. They take on South Carolina, and I'll throw this one in for a 6th game. They have the Big 12 SEC Challenge this year on the road in Manhattan, Kansas against the Kansas State Wildcats, who are currently 13-1. So Florida has a tough schedule going ahead of them. My prediction, I think Florida could possibly win maybe go 3-3 in that department. I think they could beat A&M. I think they could beat South Carolina. And then maybe the Mississippi State game they could probably win. But the Kansas State game, the LSU game, the Missouri game, they possibly could lose those 3. But going 3-3 in that 6-game stretch is pretty good for a young team. I think going 2-6 in that is 2-4 is gonna hurt them. But going 3-3, what now put them at? 11-10. I'll take that than going 10-14 or something like that. So congratulations on Florida, big victory. They go to 8-7 on the year, 1-2 in the SEC. They're 2 games back of the division leader, who was Alabama, who's taking care of Kentucky right now. Last time I checked, they was up 72-43. Pretty much of a down year for Kentucky right now, and Coach Calipari standards. But big win for the Gators. Way to get revenge on Mike White for leaving y'all this past all season. Good win for the Gators. Good home win. And Vegas, a pretty good Georgia team, came to the game 11-3 on the season. So big win for Coach Gold and the Gators. Hopefully they can keep it up with an LSU team on the road later on next week. So Appreciate you guys. Tune into the channel. Like, subscribe, hit the subscribe button below, hit the notification bell to get more updates on this channel and things we do on this channel. Also, have a link in the description below for a free 30-day free trial to Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime Video. That's 30 days free trial for Amazon Prime Video. For those who watch it, thank y'all for watching and have a joy and blissful Saturday evening.